Welcome to Catholic Views. I'm your host, Renee Kranz. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Casey's already laughing hysterically over here. Okay, this is our Christmas special, our radio Christmas special. And we have the whole crew here, the whole communications department, and Dr. Chris Bergwald is joining us as well. And we're recording really early for us. Usually we record like 10 o'clock or later. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and most of us aren't even at work yet.
I don't know what that says about communications people. D&E, we're ready to go.
We're usually here later though. A lot of us are usually here after 5. Except for Casey. Casey is not. Merry Christmas, everybody. We are going to do a few things today. Hopefully we'll have enough time. We're going to talk with Dr. Bergwald is going to give us some tips on how to be a missionary disciple during Christmas, because that's not always so easy, I feel like. We're going to have a little Christmas quiz, and we are going to, hopefully, if we have some time, we'll offer a couple of our favorite memories or things from Christmas. So first, I'm going to have everybody just introduce who they are, because some you know, some you don't. Some
you wish you didn't.
Oh, is that? Are you talking about me? Paul?
I didn't say. Maybe I'm talking about me.
He might be referring to himself.
I might
be. Okay, so Brianna, why don't you start? You were here the last couple of years for Christmas, so why don't you start?
Yep, Brianna Wingen, and been with the diocese 5.5 years. I'm our social media manager, and that's.
And where do you live? Where'd you grow up and stuff?
Around Sioux Falls, born in Sioux Falls, and lived most of my life just outside of town in Crooks.
Yeah. So. Yeah, she had to inch her way here this morning.
I did. It was better this morning than last night. So.
Weather's not cooperating with us, but all right, Casey.
My name is Casey Bassett.
Well done.
I do some marketing. I do some with the Bishop's Bulletin day to day. I do some TV mass. I help with some other video stuff sometimes. So that's what I do. I was raised in the Volga Brookings area, but I've been a couple different places here and there, hither and thither. So that's all about me.
No, it's not. Oh, no. Don't forget about your lovely wife.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
I didn't know how far we were supposed to go here.
Yes.
I'm married to my wife, Megan. She teaches at Christ the King of 2 kids, 1 on the way. So 3, hopefully.
Yes.
4 and 2, a daughter and son. So don't know what the next one's going to be yet.
Do you find out?
Well, that's up for debate yet.
You guys are discussing.
We did. Yes, we did.
You're feeling like, let's wing it and have a surprise.
I'm sort of for it, but my wife is putting it off. So we have an envelope sitting in our refrigerator.
You could know.
So if Casey's got his head in the refrigerator a little too long.
No, I did. I sneaked a peek, but I thought it was going to be a colored like a colored card inside, like blue or pink. Nah, it's yellow. So who knows?
So you had to look a little harder than you were anticipating.
Yeah,
okay.
I couldn't go any further.
Okay. I'm going to go to Elise next.
Jeez. Okay. Hello. I'm gonna talk to you guys over here.
Sounds good.
Okay. So I'm Elise Benner. I do the graphic design and multimedia work here at the Chancery. What else was the question?
Where are you from?
Oh, I'm originally from Southern California. I am a South Dakota transplant. I got recruited to play soccer at Northern and then just hung around. So I've been here for like 6 years now.
Yep.
And I'm getting married. That's pretty cool.
She's getting married in March.
Yes.
So to a South Dakota boy. So we get to keep her.
But in California.
In California, but that's just smart.
Are we
you're getting married in March. You don't get married in South Dakota.
That's true. But are we going to crash the wedding? Because I don't think I'm getting an invite. I'm pretty sure.
That would be great. Maybe we should crash the wedding.
Road trip.
And Dr. Bergwald, everybody knows you, but maybe some new person will be
Somebody's
listening.
tuning in. It's Christmas. It's
It
Christmas.
is. There's
right?
all kinds of people.
Dr. Chris Bergwald, Director of Discipleship Formation with the Diocese. Been with the Diocese for 20 years. Jermaine's my wife. We've been married for 23 years. She's from Ohio. I'm from central Minnesota. But all 5 of her kids are born and raised South Dakotans. Just like, the 3 of you, I guess. I'm also with Elise, a transplant, but from Minnesota, not Southern California. So less of an adjustment.
Same thing, I guess.
Minnesota, Southern California. The Lakers were originally the Minnesota Lakers because we have a ton of lakes. Unless
Oh my goodness.
That would make more sense
you
in
guys might have
California.
the-
frankly.
I was not following, and then you tied it all
the Los
together.
Angeles Lakers. You from anyway?
That would make more sense actually in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a first Christmas where we have a kid who's coming home from college. So
Oh,
Elena's our
yeah.
oldest, and she's in college. So
That's
this
exciting.
Is a new.
Is that the one who scared you in the
experience.
hallway yesterday?
Yes, that was the one who scared me in the hallway. When I was trying to sneak up on you, and
Didn't work.
roles were reversed.
Yep,
The
yep.
tides were turned, or whatever
Yep.
they do.
And I assume most people know who I am. Renee Kranz, born in Watertown, South Dakota, from that area originally. Married to Ryan Kranz. I'm the communications director for the diocese. Been here 3.5 years, right? 3.5 years. So that's it.
So Brianna's by far got the longest tenure among communications.
I don't know if
staff.
I'd say by
Terrifying.
far.
2 years.
5.5 years.
I know.
She's got 50% more than you. That's substantial.
True. I know. All right. So we're going to do a little Christmas quiz first. I have we ran in here at 8:01 this morning. We're supposed to start at 8. So I have no buzzer. I have no bell. I should have grabbed the bell out on the counter. I have some questions for you guys.
Boy.
You can see the answers.
No, I can't.
Okay, I was going to say.
No,
Sitting
I
right next to
can't,
me.
she says. I'm
Yeah.
trying.
Are there any rules? Do we just yell or?
Whoever knows it first, I guess. Just
Shout it out.
Boy, should we do it that way? Shout it out. We'll start that way. Okay, ready? And at home, those who are listening, see if you can answer these.
Oh.
I know it could be tricky. You got something, Bergwald?
But do they get a? Is there
No, there's
someone-
no prizes.
the at-home people? What if they?
What am I going to give them?
How about one of your books, Bergwald?
But that's what I usually. I
Oh.
mean, I have a book or two if we need to get. Never mind. You get.
How are you gonna prove
again? Allegedly, the fun department. Like you don't even. Wow.
The fun is coming later today for
Okay,
our Christmas.
that's fair.
And I should mention that actually, we will have our usual Christmas communications Christmas special. We're recording that later on today. That does not go on radio. That only goes on YouTube and Rumble because it's really not good radio fodder. We do a big Christmas game show that my husband comes and hosts. So if you want to see that, you can go to YouTube or Rumble to see that. Okay, we better get going. We're going to run out of time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What are the meanings of the names Jesus and Emmanuel?
I would hope you would know that, Bergwald.
Okay, Bergwald, I'll let you have this one.
God saves and God is with us.
Yes.
Jesus means God. Yahweh saves. God
Yes.
saves.
Ding 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 ding.
Ding, ding,
I'll
ding.
give other people a chance. Here.
Okay. Okay. What did the angels sing to the shepherds?
Glory to the newborn king. I don't know. Angels we have heard on high.
There we go.
There you go. And it says technically they didn't sing in the Bible. Each time they appear, they only speak. However, to answer the question, the angels praised God with these words: "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men." Good job, Brianna. Okay. When the shepherds went looking for Jesus, what was the sign they were looking for?
A star. A star.
Shepherds.
I don't think
Oh,
it's a
dang
star.
it!
Oh, the baby laying in the manger.
Yes. There's a teensy little detail.
You guys need to spend more time in formation with D&E.
Wait, Casey?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Bergwald. Yeah.
Baby wrapped in swaddling clothes, laid in a manger.
Yes. There you
I
go.
thought about saying all that,
Swa-
but
You just about show off.
Yeah, you need
didn't ya?
details here.
no.
I think it's the lights.
Oh yeah,
Scary
It's
for us.
just very
intimidating. Yeah.
Okay. How many wise men or kings or magi came to see Jesus?
Wait, say that
The
again.
Bible doesn't really specify, but tradition always shows 3.
Yes. There you. Brianna. She's on it this
Yeah.
morning. What time did you get up?
Way too early.
Yeah, that's
Bible
it.
study.
That's I think I love because there's 3. It doesn't say 3 anywhere.
It does not say 3. 3 is the tradition because 3 gifts are mentioned.
Yep.
Yes. I'm not going to read the rest just because we don't have time. Okay. Matthew chapter 2, verse 8 says, Herod asked the wise men to inform him where the baby Jesus was. Why does this verse say he wanted to know?
To give him praise or worship him.
Yes. Good job, Casey. But we know his intentions were not that, obviously. Okay.
You guys are redeeming yourself.
Okay, good. How old was Jesus when the wise men found him?
Oh, this one I heard on Ignition the other day that I didn't
yeah.
know.
Bible doesn't specify, but I had heard somewhere that it could have been anywhere from like a couple of weeks up to 2 years.
Yes. A couple months to 2 years. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, because Herod has them kill the newborn boys 2 years old and younger.
Right. Right. That's
So
our
why
indication.
2 years? Because, yeah,
So likely they did not actually find
Correct.
him in the manger.
correct.
That's our guess. Okay. This is an easy one. Don't all yell at once. What are the 3 gifts mentioned being given by the wise men?
Gold, frankincense, myrrh.
For those of you who couldn't understand that, that was gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And that was not the speed talking of Dr.
That was not me.
Bergwald.
That was not me. It was Casey.
Okay. Which emperor ordered all the young children to be killed?
Excuse me?
Whoa.
That's what the question says. All the young children under 2 years and
Which
young.
wit? Which what?
Which emperor?
Is he a king or no?
Yeah, I thought he was a
He's
king.
not an emperor.
Yeah, this is a question that is a little bit wonky, isn't it? Okay, so who ordered it? Let's just leave out the emperor
Herod.
part. Good job.
We just
All right.
talked about
He
it.
ordered all the children in Bethlehem and outlying areas 2 years and younger to be killed. However, Jesus and his family had already moved to Egypt. All right.
Hang on.
What animals does the Bible say were present at the birth of Jesus?
Ooh, the Bible say, I don't know. There's a lot of animals that, people think are there, but
Again, I don't think it specifies.
a cow? The cattle were lowing.
Actually,
Oh.
it says we're getting some singing. Nice. It doesn't mention any, but Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3 could be a prophecy talking about at least a donkey seeing the crib of his master.
The
It
donkeys
could
were
allude
lowing.
to the fact that an ox was there too.
Yeah, oxen.
If a bunch of shepherds were there, one could assume that sheep were present as well. That's why they have those in there, but it does not say specifically. Okay. What was the name of the unkind innkeeper who would not allow the pregnant Mary in the lodge?
There's a name?
This is an invalid question
Uh-oh.
based on a faulty translation, which you already heard about in Biblical Bites.
Oh, faulty translation.
The Bible does not
Must not be
say, nor does it even say they were inhospitably turned away.
Indeed.
Yes.
Trick question.
It is, yes. There's
Trick
a lot of trick
question.
questions here. And I see Elise is just skating by on her looks over there, too, by the way.
She's trying to wake up.
Okay, there's 2 more questions. What is the name of the priest who was told he would not die until he saw the Savior?
Simeon.
Dang it.
Wow!
Canticle of Simeon.
On fire.
I was hoping maybe you. I was
Didn't
trying to
you
give you least
say that
questions.
every day in seminary?
Yes. I wanted to say Zechariah, but I knew it wasn't right. Dang it.
That's morning prayer.
Okay, last one. 2 of the 4 Gospels do not mention the birth of Christ. Which 2? And you, Bergwald, you do not get to answer.
I've been not
Ooh,
answering
boy.
most of
I
these.
know. Which 2
two
do
gospels,
not?
huh?
Elise?
Well, we have like a 50-50 shot.
You do.
right?
I know what it is. But
Like,
I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna give.
Am
you
I
a
like
chance.
close with like Luke, Matthew?
Well,
Those are the 2 who actually do it.
Well, so I was just confused by the question.
Of course.
Yeah.
So Mark or John, neither of them mention the story of the birth of Christ. Well, okay, good job, Brianna.
Yeah, wow.
You get no prizes.
Because you guys are not fun.
Did the proximity have anything to do with it?
No,
She
well,
like-
it could
she-
perhaps, but I don't know if she can see that.
I can't read that far.
I didn't think so. Okay, so good job, you guys.
She also does teach formation, so it's really good that
Yeah.
That's
you know,
true.
Yes.
It's good.
next
she knows.
generation.
Yes.
I did just go over this with my religious ed kids this last Wednesday, so it's still kind of fresh in my brain.
Good job. Good job. And she
We
has
should-
a better memory than
We
me.
should do this quiz like in June.
We'll see if anybody remembers by then. Okay, we don't have very much time left. So, Dr. Bergwald, will
Yes,
you
ma'am.
please offer us some tips? Because sometimes Christmas can be stressful. And we feel like maybe it's not a good time to be a missionary disciple, but I think you can definitely do this during Christmas.
For sure. So my big things, 2 things in particular I want to start with, and then time permitting, we can go from there. If you're not a praying person, start.
Yes.
But one of the challenges for me at Christmas time, we're usually with family, not at home. We travel to be with family, just like Mary and Joseph. And so we're with family. And so routines are different whenever you go on vacation, right? But I think especially when there's more stress and so on, to have that little bit of time every day, even if maybe your normal routine, it's harder to get your normal prayer time in, but to pray every day, to sort of connect with the Lord, so that when you're connecting with your family members, it's rooted in what you've received in prayer. So I really would.
So love.
Yes. So, and specifically, to pray for patience, kindness, love, charity, and really beg the Lord. And maybe this is not a problem for you, and it's not like a deep problem for me. My dad's probably going to listen to this and wonder what's happened
Hello,
in
Mr. Bergwald.
Christmas and years past. It's not like a huge problem, but still, like everybody's kind of on edge and there's a lot going on. So even the best families, there's oftentimes some tension that arises. Yes. But if you're praying, even when you're on vacation, and asking the Lord just for peace and mercy, because when you do that, I mean, you're not only doing what you should, but you're also modeling it then.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's, so to be a missionary disciple, I'm following the Lord with intentionality, and I'm trying to share him with others by the way that I live my life and what I say. And this year, Christmas, well, the importance, obviously, of things like getting to Mass and so on, as well as another way to model.
Right.
So there's a couple things that I thought of.
It was interesting that you said pray even though you're on vacation. Like, are we supposed to stop praying when we're on vacation?
Oh, I think a lot. Well, speaking for myself, I mean, that was one of the, like,
because you get out of your routine.
Out of routine, yeah. And some of us, like, you know, I have my prayer places,
right? Oh, sure.
You know, and now I've
they're not in the car. Well, they might be in your car.
No, yeah, but
just not when your whole family's in the car with you and you're not on your way to work.
And my dedicated prayer space, like where I like my personal prayer time every day, it's not my car.
Right. So, okay, those are helpful, and I think for many of us, sometimes our families can be kind of stressful during the holidays, and you're always worried about saying the wrong thing and doing the wrong thing, and I think we should just let that go and just be as kind and Jesus-like as we can.
So yeah, I'm glad you said that, actually. So whatever it is, so if for you, it might be a fear of saying the wrong thing. Make that part of your prayer intention. Lord, help me just to. So whatever the triggers are, or whatever the misbehavior is, if you will, pray that the Lord gives you the grace and wisdom and strength to not do those things and to do what you should instead.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for that. Okay. So real quick, we can go around and like say what's a favorite Christmas memory, a great Christmas present you got from your husband and wife, whatever, or from your parents when you were a kid. So I'm going to mention two real quick. My favorite Christmas present by far is the one my husband got me this year, which was a trip to Hawaii, which was like Christmas, birthday, anniversary, all of the presents. Wrapped in one. So that was like the best. But one memory that I think it really stands out for me is actually around food. When we were growing up, a lot of times my mom would make chili, and her chili is really, really good. And I have taken that recipe for my own and adapted it a little bit to our taste. But it's just one of those things that you got the smell of the chili and the warmth of it and everything. And she's making it this year. She hasn't made it for a while for Christmas. So she said she's going to make chili. So I was like, all right, it's just like being a kid. So it's funny how those smells and foods can bring back those childhood memories.
Yep.
So, Brianna?
I think one of my favorites is on my dad's side of the family, we would always do white elephant gifts. And the rule growing up was if you were an adult or if you had just graduated high school, then you could be in on the white elephant. So as a kid, I always grew up like, oh, I want to, I can't wait to do this. Yeah. And of course the day finally came and it was fun. And, people just grab random crap out of their house that they just want to get rid of. Sometimes you would get something nice or, somebody would stick $5 on whatever.
A roll of toilet paper that they wrapped up or something.
Yes. Not going to lie, there were a couple of times where roadkill might have appeared.
Wow.
But that is my family. I love them. But my favorite white elephant gift that kept circling around was this hideous horse photo. It was framed and it was made of fabric, and it was about this. I don't know how big it was.
Couple feet.
Couple feet. It was not a small picture, and you just knew when you saw that rectangular trash bag, that was the photo.
It's the horse photo.
Well, it disappeared for a few years. Well, lo and behold, it came back in the form of a pillow. And now that
Nice.
lovely pillow is in my house.
Nice.
It is hidden away, but you never know.
It might
Someday
reappear.
It might reappear. So watch out, Wingans. You never know.
Watch out, Wingans.
Hopefully you forget that. Brianna said it is in her house. So
All right. Casey, do you have one?
Oh,
You
well.
have kids, so I feel like you should have some good ones, but maybe it's not going to
Even
be about
those
the
these
kids.
kids stories, they're not old enough yet, and
Oh,
I don't
okay.
remember. I try to block those things out when I go to work. I got an accordion a couple years back. That was pretty cool.
Ooh, I feel like you should bring that in. Maybe for the.
I'm pretty basic at it.
Oh,
I can
you're better than the rest of
toot
us.
it a little bit. But yeah, no, a good memory is there's a farm on my dad's side, and my uncles now have, was my grandparents. We used to go up there every year for Christmas. They had a creek that ran through there that froze that we would ice skate on the whole creek.
Oh,
so that was
awesome.
good. So I'll keep it short. That was
Yeah,
it.
that
Great.
would
That's
be
a
a
good
great
memory.
memory. All right, Dr. Burkle.
I love, as a kid and now our family, Christmas Eve. Go to the earlier mass, come out, it's dark, and then go. What we do now is we have a family or two or three, and maybe some priests and a bishop randomly maybe stop by, and we just like a party Christmas Eve. We went with presents till Christmas morning. We did that growing up.
Okay.
My wife Jermaine did that growing up. We do that now, but the excitement. So Christmas Day is a bit calmer and quieter, but Christmas Eve,
party atmosphere.
Party, yeah.
I
love
can
that.
see that with the Bergwalds.
Yeah.
All right, Elise, I'm curious to know what Californians do. Maybe she'll
Well,
talk
like
about
we
sometime
have
in the last
Christmas
6
too
years.
in California.
I
so.
know.
Yeah, but no snow.
Well,
fun.
okay, so what I tell people all the time is it's so funny in California, like when Christmas comes around, everyone thinks Christmas sweaters, but it's still like 60 out. We do not need to be wearing Christmas sweaters. Well, we all wear them to mass. And growing up, we used to always go to midnight mass, right? And then they would blast the heat. It'd be like 80 degrees with our Christmas sweaters. And then on top of it all, I would always altar serve, so then I would have the robe on. My Christmas memories are like almost passing out every Christmas because I was so hot. And then I don't know if this is my favorite Christmas memory, but it just always comes to mind that, again, I used to always altar serve, and when I was in 8th grade, so imagine an 8th grader, I didn't know that they were going to do the consecration in Latin. And so imagine an 8th grader like about to ring the bells and you just hear language you don't know.
And poor Elise
But
is like,
again, I was like, come Holy Spirit. And I remembered that like there's cues and stuff. So,
Nice.
good job, Elise.
but then of course like food and tamales and all the good
they
stuff.
eat different food down there
Yeah,
than we do,
they-
but tamales are delicious, so you might have to bring those for us sometime.
Maybe.
All right, we got to go, or Dr. Bergwald is going to have no time at the front of the show for Biblical Bites. So thank you all for coming in and doing that for us. I hope everyone listening, everybody out there has a really blessed Christmas, and be safe. Love your family. Make sure you go to Mass. Hopefully you already did. If you have not, it's 8:30 on Sunday morning. Go to Mass. It's Christmas. They all went to Mass, right?
They all went.
All right. Merry Christmas to everybody. And I hope you'll join us again next week for more Catholic Views.
Ho, ho, ho.